Let's have a look at how to round up, round down and truncate numbers in this session. So what we need to do is, if we have a number 834.376, we're going to use the round formula right here. Let's type in equals round, open the bracket, let's select the number that we want, and here, if you can see the formula, we need to use a -3. This is going to round it up to the nearest 1,000. Let's close that bracket, and there we go, we have 1,000 there. Now let's round this up to the nearest 100, so just go back up here, let's change this to -2, and we have 800. Now just as a try, we're going to change this to 854 to have a look, and this now rounds it up to 900. Let's go back, Control Z. Let's round this up to the nearest 10. Now you get the point here. If we want to go past the decimal point, then we need to use positive numbers. So let's type in 1, and we are now rounded up to the nearest on the decimal side. If we now put in 2, we should get 38 here, 0.38. Let's just increase the decimal point right here. Now, can you see 3.7, 3.76, 3.80. If we add 3 here, it should return us the same number again. The mRound formula is used to determine a factor that you want to round it up to. So let's do mRound, and it returns, let's select the number, and we want to perhaps have this to the nearest 50, so we can add this into 50, whereas the round function only has a predefined tens, thousands, or hundreds. Here we can use our own multiple to define our roundup. So let's press enter, and we have 850. If we do this to 25, you will see that it's 825. The next two formula are round down and round up. Now this allows you to define the number of digits that you want it to be rounded up by or rounded down. In this case, we are going to round it up to the nearest 100, and to do this it's a -2, and we're rounding it down to the nearest 100. And in the same formula here, we are rounding up, we take the same number, and we are going to have -2, which will round it up to the nearest 100 upwards. So, and that gives us 900. Let's have a look at ceiling and floor. Now let's type in ceiling, and let's open the bracket here. Now select the number. Here the significance starts from before the decimal point. So you have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's type in 3. Let's type in 4. Let's see what happens. If we have 4, and that's the ceiling, that gives us 88. So it's given us the ceiling to 88, and that's rounded up this number right here. Now if we go to floor, it's similar. We have the significance number here, and this time let's have 3, and now it's going to round down the number to the nearest integer. That's a full number before, 85.7. The last function we'll have a look at is the trunc function, and what this does is truncate your number down to the desired multiple. So in this example here, we are going to type in the formula trunc. Let's select the number, and here we want to define how many digits of significance we want. Let's type in 2 and see what happens here. You can see that you have now 85.73, and it adds a 0. Now this is only because we have the decimal, and if we decrease it we could also have it, but if we increase the decimal you can see that there's zeros all the way throughout the number. Now let's just bring it down to 2 decimals. If you would like to round this up to the nearest second decimal, let's say the tenths, there we go, 85.7. And lastly, if we want to put in a -1, we can see that it's rounded up to the nearest tenth on the other side.